Welcome everybody to the stream. Hope everyone had a happy holidays and a upcoming happy New Year's. I see we already have some viewers in the chat, so we'll get started here shortly. But of course, today's stream is a beginner focused stream, onboarding new users into the Ledger ecosystem, as well as I'll be answering questions at the end of the stream. For today's stream, we're gonna be doing a special Nano S Plus. We are gonna, let's see, we will be doing this Nano S Plus right here. You guys can see, let me give you guys a better look. This is the Nano S Plus that we are going to be doing an unboxing on and setting up. I see we already have some questions. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great day. Feel free to ask questions in the chat, as we do have mods in the chat that will be able to address your guys' questions. During the stream, I won't be able to answer all your questions, but I will glance to the side of the screen and address some questions. But at the end of the stream, I will be able to help you guys out, answer questions, and show you guys how to do things visually within Ledger Live or on the Ledger device itself, right? So before we get started, I just want to address that the Nano S Plus, this specific device right here, is no different than the Nano X in terms of functionality. They're all going to be the same. The main purpose is to secure your assets through the generation of your recovery phrase offline, as well as securing your private keys, right? So the next thing is the main difference though is Bluetooth compatibility, right? So with the Nano X, you will be able to use Ledger Live Mobile on your phone. So for those of you guys who are mobile users, the Nano X is most likely going to suit you better. However, if you do have Android, like an Android phone, you can use the Nano S Plus via wire, right? So that's something important to note. As far as aesthetics go, so this is a special collab. As far as special collabs go, those are very going to be very dependent on the community you're a part of. However, if you do have a Ledger Market Pass, you guys can check that out on OpenSea or our website. More information on that. One of the mods can post a link in the chat on how. Cool, just got Nano X today. Cool. So yeah, with the special the Market Pass, you do get exclusive perks, exclusive access to special nanos, right? So check that out. We also have the stacks. You guys can pre-order on our website. But yeah, let's just get right into it, right? Let's just get right into it. Feel free to ask any questions you guys may have. Let's get right into it. Let's switch your camera angle. So as far as best practice goes, usually it's going to be plastic wrap. Obviously, I took it out, right, for video's sake to speed up the process. But when you take it out, this is going to be pretty standard for the Nano S Plus. It's going to give you something like this, okay? This is the World of Woman special edition one. So you're going to get your Nano S Plus right here. If you have a regular one, let's see. Don't have a regular one on me, but it'll look something like this. It'll look something like this, minus the orange color. But yeah, buttons will just be blacked out. But as far as this one goes, you'll get your Nano S Plus right here. You'll take it out. You'll get this recovery sheet. This recovery sheet is very important. I will explain later on in the stream why it's very important. Moving along, we take it out. You're gonna get this pink sheet. It's going to say ledger.com/start. It's just going to give you some stickers, some FAQ stuff, Ledger Live stuff, just some little accessories in there. And then this is a charger. You take it out, it's going to give you a standard charger, right? The charger is very important. Another thing I want to mention is with the Nano S Plus, there is no battery. So you will need to have your device plugged into your computer at all times to be able to use for an Android device, right? So that's something to note. And you also get a keychain, right? Keychain, you can just attach your device on. Okay, so pretty standard there. Let me put this stuff back and we'll be moving along. Cool, cool, cool. So another thing I want to mention is with the Nano X, if there is no battery, so if there's no battery, that's why you can use Bluetooth. However, in my opinion, the Nano S Plus is the bang for your buck, as it is our cheapest device and it serves the same purpose as all our other devices. Okay, so let's put this away. So, right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to plug your cable into the device. Okay, so this is a very cool collab here. Plug it in. Okay. Then Wrap this around. Boom. Okay. So now we plugged it in. It's gonna prompt you, welcome. In terms of button functionality, there's gonna be these two buttons right here. This is how you're gonna navigate on the device. Okay. So it says download Ledger Live. Ledger Live is our native software that you will use to manage your assets. Okay. These buttons to navigate menus. Press both buttons to select. Hold both buttons. So start Ledger Live. Set up as new device. Restore from recovery phase. So as mentioned earlier, guys, this sheet right here is very important. The reason why it's very important is because it comes with recovery sheet, right? This sheet is where you're going to write down your recovery phrase. Usually it's going to come with 3. So when you write it down, you want to write it down correctly. The reason why you want to write this down correctly, because this is essentially your master key to all your funds in the blockchain, right? They allow you to access all your accounts. If for any reason you lost your recovery phrase and you lost your device, you would have no chance of recovering your assets. If you give out your recovery phrase, you will get your assets stolen, right? So you should never give it to anybody, right? Ledger does not store any private information. So there are impersonators online, there are phishing scams. Pay attention to those guys, right? Do your due diligence. It's very important that you understand to never give it to anyone. The only place you should ever write this is on this sheet of paper, okay? And I'm gonna do that with you guys. Obviously, I'm streaming. That's not best practice. You should never record. You should never take a picture of it. You should never store it on your phone, computer, any encrypted software that you think is keeping it safe. The best solution, if you want a backup alternative, is a physical backup solution. I'll show you guys. I'm not going to go too in depth into it, but I will show you a few solutions. Okay. First solution is going to be this bill file. Basically, what it is a metal sheet, not metal sheet of paper, but a metal sheet that you're going to put your recovery phrase on. And basically, what it does is it's a backup solution, right? And it's fireproof, waterproof, just in case anything happens to this sheet of paper. Even though I think this is very high quality sheet of paper. Okay. So that's one backup solution. So you want to invest in a physical solution to back up your recovery phrase. Going back to here. So once again, guys, keep in mind your recovery phrase is very important. It's your master key to all your assets on the blockchain. Think of it as like a key to your house, right? If someone had a key to your house, they can take everything from your house. Same thing applies here. If someone has your recovery phrase, they can take all your crypto, all your NFTs. Okay, so let's get moving with the process. So you're going to get 2 options. You're going to get set up as new device, restore from recovery phrase. Okay. So this option is for new users or any users who want to generate a brand new recovery phrase. Okay. So it's very bright. Hopefully you guys can see that, but it says set up as new device, restore from recovery phrase. This option is if you want to back up your device. So if you have multiple ledgers, you can have the same recovery phrase on the device. That is a common question, and that this specific ledger, let's say I have, I want to give you guys an example right here. Okay, so let's just say on this Nano X right here, I have a specific recovery phrase, and I import the recovery phrase from this device. This device, both devices will have the ability to access the same accounts. Okay, so for video's sake, we are going to set up as new device. Okay, set up as new device. Choose PIN with 4 to 8 digits. Okay. Enter PIN. We're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Another question that people have is what happens if I lose my PIN? Well, if you lose your PIN, no worries. All that's going to happen is the device itself has a security mechanism built in, which after 3 failed attempts, it will automatically reset the device and you will choose the option that I showed you guys earlier, restore from a recovery phrase. Okay. So boom. Get right into it. Okay, so press both buttons to continue. And then this is where it gives you your words. Let me see here. So these words right here, you want to write down on this sheet of paper. And all these words are going to be very important. Like I mentioned earlier before, when you write it down, you want to write it down in the correct order. Okay. Right. You don't want to write it from like left to right. You want to write it down like vertically, right? So very important. And while we do this, this might take a little bit, but I'll do it with you guys. Let me get a pen and yeah, I'll go through the process. I see we already have questions getting addressed, so that's good. So let me get a pen real quick. All right, guys, so write it down. Okay, so Okay. First word. Let me, if I can, just quick. Full. And during this step, guys, you guys can take your time. For those of you guys who have already set it up and want to check if your recovery phrase is still valid, you guys can feel free to download the recovery check app in Ledger Live. I'll show you guys that after I finish this step, but the app's very important just in case, if you ever um, maybe think you forgot your recovery phrase or the recovery phrase you've written down, you're not 100% positive if it is a correct recovery phrase. The app itself will check if the recovery phrase you have on the device matches the recovery phrase you've written down, okay? So let me get to this. Yeah, you guys can't really see that, but okay. As long as you guys understand the process, that's all that matters, okay? So get through this. I'm sure most of you guys have already set it up. But for those of you guys who haven't, this step is very important once again. Okay? And for those of you guys who have questions or who are new, who are asking what is the point of a ledger? Well, the point of a ledger is you self-custody your funds, meaning that you own the private key to your funds, right? When you have money on an exchange, they own 100% of those assets, even though you can visually see and you think you have it. If anything happens to the exchange, right, we've seen it from the past. You can lose all your assets, right? Nothing you can do to recover it. So that's why people are investing in self custody, and highly recommend you guys uh, invest in self custody, invest in a ledger, invest in some form of cold storage. Okay, so let's get right through this. Crystal, current. Okay. And the software to manage your assets is Ledger Live. In my opinion, right? Even though I work for Ledger, I think we have the best software on the market. It's super simple to use, super easy to manage all your assets, and I'll show you guys why. Okay, so we have finished this step. Now we're just going to verify. I'm just going to go through this step quickly so I can get to Ledger Live and show you guys how to manage your assets, how to send assets, how to receive, how to swap crypto, how to receive NFTs, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so let's get through this, guys. Siblings, firm, online, hamster, trim. And once again, guys, this is a beginner stream. We will have a more intermediate stream in the near future showing you guys how to do more things within the crypto and ledger ecosystem. Stay tuned for that. Bear, arm, horn, altar, switch, elite, crystal, current. Another thing I want to mention, guys, is that if you have two of the same words within a recovery phrase, a set of 24-word recovery phrase, that's perfectly fine. A 24-word recovery phrase, like there is a 24-word recovery phrase that's baked 24 times, so it's perfectly normal to have your recovery phrase used twice in a set. Okay, perfectly normal. And for those of you guys who are asking, where do these words come from? They come from a standard called a BIP 39. It's going to consist of 2,048 words. Okay, so you guys can look more in depth into that. And as far as the generation process goes, the ledger device itself generates through a random number generator. Right? So just wanted to address that. Okay, we're all set. Okay, so we're all set. It's going to just give you your recovery phrase is set, keep it in a secure place. If lost, stolen, or forgotten, all your assets will be lost. Never show anyone, blah, blah. Pretty simple. Okay, so press both buttons to continue. It's processing. Okay, so now our device is all good. Now we go to dashboard. Your device should look like that when you first set it up. Obviously, if you want to change any settings, hold both buttons. Hold both buttons. Go to settings, change it. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to navigate to ledger.com right over here. Let's switch it. You want to navigate to ledger.com. The reason why you want to navigate to ledger.com is because there's a lot of scams out there. Okay. When you are a person in crypto, you are a big target. Okay. So you're going to go to ledger.com. You're going to want to go to apps and services, Ledger Live. This is our native software. What this software allows you to do is it allows you to manage your assets. Ledger Live scans your accounts on the blockchain and helps you visualize them as well as manage them. So you just go apps and services, Ledger Live, download the app. Okay. So you're going to download the app based on the operating system you have, right? So we already have it downloaded. So we are going to navigate to Ledger Live. Okay. So this is how it's going to look. First, you're going to click Get Started. Then you're going to click Nano S Plus, whatever device you have, right? That's the one you're going to pick. We have the Nano S Plus for today's stream. Select. During this process, it's going to prompt you with a few things here. Set up as a new Nano S Plus. This is probably the route you're going to go. But since you're with me today, you're just going to do connect your Nano S Plus. Okay. And then this is a genuine check. This is going to check the device is 100% legit and hasn't been tampered with. Okay, so very important. Now we're just gonna check, make sure our device is genuine. Okay, check Nano, and then allow Ledger Manager. You're gonna have to approve the message prompted on the device. So we're just gonna do that. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Just gonna look like this. Allow Ledger Manager. Double click. Pretty simple. Okay. Genuine check pass. Just good. Continue. Okay. Now we're in. First step you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to go to My Ledger. Reason why you guys are going to want to go here is to check on your device firmware, make sure it's up to date, okay? So let's see what this, okay, so as you guys can see, firmware needs to be updated on this device, okay? So let's just do that, update firmware. And when you update firmware, make sure you have your recovery phrase because sometimes it will factory reset the device, right? So that means is all the information on the device is wiped out. So if you lost your recovery phrase, don't do a firmware update, okay? Contact us and we'll be able to help you. Okay? We're just going to download the update on the device. It's just going to say processing, okay? The new firmware, confirm on your device. Boom. All right, confirm. Boom. That's processing. Okay, updating. Boom. All right, so now we have a new pin layout. So it's 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we're in. Okay, so going back to Ledger Live, that's the first step. If your firmware is updated, you're good, okay? Next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download some apps. Every coin or blockchain will require a corresponding app, okay? So we allow Ledger Manager. So, right, you guys already know support various coins, various tokens, but for today's video, we'll just download Ethereum, Polygon, okay? And since this is a fresh Ledger device with a fresh set of 24 words, there won't be any assets on it. So I will plug in a work ledger that I have in NanoX and show you guys how to receive some crypto and how to send. But in terms of using the Ledger device itself, they're all going to work the same, okay? So before I do that, let me just finish down the apps. So then we'd see the apps on the device itself. It's the XRP, Polygon, Ethereum, okay? Pretty standard. Now we're going to go to portfolio. I just want to navigate through this portfolio. This is where you add your account. Market, this is the whole market cap. Basically tells you how the market's doing on a day-to-day basis. Scatter tab, this has very cool. I'll show you guys more on this later in the stream, okay? So let's plug our work ledger in so I can show you guys how to do a few things, okay? So This is my work ledger. This is the old ledger logo. Obviously, we have a new ledger logo that should look like this. No difference, same firmware, same build. Only difference is branding is aesthetics wise, right? As far as logo goes. Okay, so just plug in our Nano X. Plug in a Nano X. I see people are asking how to use a third-party wallet. Definitely show you guys um, how to set that up. All right, so we're in. Okay, so let's go back to Ledger Live. Let's add some accounts. So when you add some account, guys, it's very simple. All you do is go to Add Account. We'll do Polygon for today's video or for today's stream, and we're gonna have to open the app Polygon. Just going to take a minute to synchronize with the blockchain here. What it's doing right now, it's scanning on the blockchain to visualize or to help me visualize how much assets I have regarding Polygon. Okay, so I have Polygon on a few accounts. So I have Polygon on 2 accounts. Okay, so add accounts, done. Now we're gonna go to accounts. All right, so as you guys can see, 2 accounts. If you send tokens to Polygon on the Polygon network, they will appear under show tokens. So for example, when you want to receive assets, all you do is go to receive. And for Polygon, let's see, let's get some Polygon on Polygon 2. Both these addresses belong to the same account. Now, this step is very important, guys. What you want to do is, as you guys can see, the address 0xEF2C7E, you want to verify on the device, right? So, you guys can see here, 0x. Let's see. Yep, so it looks perfect. Guys, this step's very important because the reason why it's important, guys, is with software or anything on a computer, right? As far as your computer goes, right, messages on a computer can be altered, right? But as far as the ledger goes, nothing can be altered on the ledger device, right? And what I mean by that is what you see on the ledger device itself is what you're signing or what you're performing, right? So if you see an address that's 0x7E on your ledger, and then you see an address that's 0x5E on your device or on your computer, obviously there's something going on there. So it's very important to take a step back, take your time, and figure out what's going on, right? As you guys know, nothing can be altered on the ledger device, right? That's a very important security mechanism. Go back to it. So we got our address, right? Now all we're gonna do is we're gonna navigate to Polygon 1. We're gonna click send straight to our second Polygon account, right? So, oh, we did not copy the address, so it's gonna have to go back and do it again. Continue, and we 0xFE, yep, C7E. Click copy. Let's make sure it is correct. Okay. Boom. Boom. Yep. Looks good. Looks good. Approve. Back to Ledger Live. Address shared. Now we go to Polygon 1. Send. Boom. Continue. Let's send 5 Matic. Please set that standard. Continue. Continue. All right. And now we're going to have to approve on the device. Another important element, it's going to say review transaction always. It's going to tell you what the function is. The function is amount 5 Matic, sending to this address, fees, accept, and send. Boom. Double click. Same thing with the Nano S Plus. Instead of the one next to the device or next to the screen, it's going to be up top. Okay. So we have sent some crypto. Now let's see how it looks. Okay. It should take a minute here, but while we're doing that, I'm going to add an ETH account to show you guys how NFTs look in Ledger Live. Okay. We're going to open an Ethereum app. Let me do that. Okay, so it's just going to take a minute. Perfect. The mods are doing great. All right, so Ethereum, NFTs. Okay, so NFTs will just appear right here. Okay, NFTs will just appear right here. Pretty simple. You can see gallery. Click on it, and boom. You guys can see the NFTs right here. Now we're going back. Boom, the Matic has transferred. You guys click on it and then see the latest operation. We just received 5 Matic, right? So it's very easy to send and receive. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys a few cool features in the Discover tab to swap, okay? For today's stream, we're going to focus on decentralized exchange, a DEX. What a DEX is, it's going to allow you to swap without any KYC required. So it's very simple. Let's just use Paraswap for today's stream. Continue. PairSwap is a great one if you guys are swapping ERC20s, you're swapping tokens on Polygon, BSC. We'll just do Polygon, okay? So cheapest fees, easy to show you guys visually. All right, so when you're swapping, you're just gonna go here. This is the account it's gonna swap on. So it's not a bridge, meaning that you can't, it's not gonna swap on this account and then bridge to the next account, right? This is not a bridge platform or bridge DApp. What you're gonna wanna do, swap, let's just swap 3 Matic for some stable coins, okay? So USDC is perfect, review trade. I'm gonna give you the details here. All you're gonna do, confirm order. What it's gonna do is it's gonna prompt you on your device to see if you have the app downloaded. PairSwap, I must say, you need the corresponding app to the software. So PairSwap, yep, PairSwap, Cloud Ledger Manager. Let me show you guys what that looks like. You need the corresponding app to the application. So open app, PairSwap. Opening it on device, this was going to prompt you. Find transaction. Now, as soon as this message appears, this will appear. Once again, guys, all transactions need to be approved unless it's a receive. Okay, so what that means is you can receive assets with nothing required. So a random person can send you crypto and you don't have to do anything on your device, right? Because all your public address is public on chain. Okay, accept and send. That's how it looks. Okay, so the transaction has broadcasted, submitted, and now it's on. Should be on our account here in a minute. We should see USDC transaction confirmed, view details. Boom. All right, so Uniswap was platform it used, right? This is a DEX aggregator, so it just finds you the best rates. That's why I love it. And now we can just go back to accounts, and we should see USDC, and boom, we see it. So see here, it should take a minute to load actually. Okay, so the USDC did not come yet. So it might take a minute to process. But while we wait for that, let's see what else I can show you guys. Okay, I can show you guys how to swap coins. Okay, so you guys want to swap coins, all you guys have to do is go to swap right here. Pick the coin you want. Very simple. You won't need KYC required for swapping. If you swap their DEX, no KYC required. What else we have in Discover tab? I can show you guys while we wait for the transaction to process. Rainbow Me NFTs, Wallet Connect, that's cool. If you guys want to stake, you guys can stake here. Lido. You guys can buy on Binance. If you guys want to refer a friend, that's cool as well. There's some tax applications here. If you guys want to buy crypto seamlessly on Ledger Live, this is a great platform. MoonPay. 1inch is another great DEX. Wire is a swap exchange. Or you can buy crypto as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it as far as Ledger Live goes. Go back to accounts. Do clear cache. Another great feature, guys, is clearing your cache. This will synchronize your accounts back up with the blockchain, okay? So right here, so you guys can see clear cache. Let's just do that real quick. Okay. All right. Polygon 1, yep, and we swap USDC as you guys can see here. So pretty simple as far as swapping goes. Good, everything's good. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it as far as using Ledger Live. Pretty simple to use. Let's see, we have some questions in the chat. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, this is a period. The next 30 minutes, I'll just address your guys' questions. I see. Man, 10, yeah. So as far as buying crypto goes, it's going to be really dependent on if we support it or our exchanges support it or our partners. Excuse me. I remember someone asked a question earlier on staking Matic. Yeah, so you can't stake Matic directly in Ledger Live. You'll have to go to Polygon's native website or use a different DeFi protocol. Um, yeah, you won't be able to stake in Ledger Live. Um, let me see here. Let's see here. But you can stake directly through Fido or Lido, I mean. Nice, Jay Ritter. That's excellent, man. Hopefully, the setup process is simple for you. I mean, it took me 30 minutes. It may take you a little longer, but you know, that's perfectly fine. Make sure you keep your recovery phrase safe, right? It's very important that this sheet, you're not doing what I'm doing, flashing it around on camera or taking a picture with it on your phone, okay? So see what other questions we have, guys. You said no, you can't. Um, what issue are you running into that you can't stake Matic on Lido? Because all you would have to do, I can just show you real quick. All you would have to do, um, all you have to do is go to right here. You would just connect your wallet, right? You can do MetaMask or Wallet Connect. I would just connect your ledger to MetaMask. We can do that real quick. Show you. Let me. You give me 1 second here. Uh, Show you how you would do that. So you just go right here. You just connect your wallet to MetaMask or something like that, and then stake. I haven't used this platform, but you should have no issues staking with Lido. Yeah. Let me know what issues you're having. I recommend here. Let me show you actually if you have any issues. The best thing you can do is submit a ticket with us, and we'll look in depth more into it. All you would have to do is go to support, contact us, and you can get in contact with us. Okay. What issue? You know why MetaMask asks for your 24-word recovery phrase, and is it recommended to give MetaMask your 24-word recovery phrase when connecting to Ledger? Hey, Mike, you should never give your recovery phrase to anyone. MetaMask should never ask for it. I think you may have been confused that you can recover your accounts with MetaMask, putting in your 24 words. But there's an option on MetaMask that's going to say connect hardware wallet. I'll show you what that looks like here. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure you don't give your recovery phrase because as soon as you import it online or on a web browser, you are exposed, right? So your ledger is not completely 100% offline. I'll show you what I mean, Mike. Hold on. I got you, man. All right. So this is what it'll look like. All right. So when you go in MetaMask, right, you're gonna have your standard 12-word recovery phrase set up. When you want to connect your ledger, you're gonna want to click connect hardware wallet, right? Basically, what this does is it exports your public key to MetaMask, and what MetaMask does is scan all your accounts on the blockchain. And without the ledger device itself, right, no transactions can be performed. So you'll still need your physical device in hand to sign transactions, and then you'll just click continue, and then boom, you just connect it. connect your ledger, and then yeah, it's pretty simple. You will need to eat the app open, but you should never give your recovery phrase to any software, guys. Make sure you guys understand that, okay? They should never ask for your recovery phrase. Let me see here. Obviously, you can import your account, but don't want to do that because you're importing your public key or private key, right? You just want to do this option right here, connect hardware wallet. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question, Mike. Um, Thank you for this. I'm buying a Ledger soon. No problem. No problem. Where do you see the Ledger Nano S Plus going in the next 3 years? I think the Nano S Plus is going to be around for a while, right? The main purpose of the Nano S Plus is to secure your assets, and that it does that perfectly well as far as like memory capacity, right? In terms of memory capacity, it's relatively similar to the Nano X, so it's not going to be outdated anytime soon. As you know, apps and blockchains are getting bigger in terms of like certain functionality, so app upgrades are needed. But the Nano S Plus should be perfectly fine, right? It's a simple device. In my opinion, the Nano S Plus is my favorite device if we're considering in price. Obviously, with the stacks, that'll probably be my favorite device in the near future as it comes out in Q1, the end of Q1 in 2023, I believe. So, yeah, maintain. You should have no problems with the Nano S Plus. Let's see here. What other questions do we have? Let's see. Question: Ledger is integrated in the blockchain game Star Atlas. Will we be able to see our assets for that game within Ledger Live app? I'm not too sure. Star Atlas. Let me check that out. Give me 1 sec. Um, Ghost Cat. What is a ticker symbol for Star Atlas? What's the currency? What's a ticker symbol? Please show me how to connect the keychain to the device. Okay, definitely do that. I've never actually connected a keychain, but I can do that. Let's see here. Oh, it's Solana NFTs. Gotcha. Nice, Jade Ritter. Nice, man. Nice. CMC showed Ethereum. Interesting. Yeah, just confirm to us what network it's on, Ghost Cat. Atlas. Hmm. Okay, so I've never actually connected a keychain to this. I might bring on a special guest. Let me bring on a special guest that may be able to show you guys a special appearance. All right, guys. So I brought Ben. He is one of the mods in the chat. You want to say what's up?
How we doing?
So you want to just show him how to?
Yeah. This one, this one. All
You
right.
just show. Yeah.
So you're throwing on the old keychain there to your new device. Take the hole, thread it,
Hopefully
and we're really testing my dexterity. Thread it through like that. Grab the loop, and pull it through that.
Oh, cool.
Easy peasy. Oh,
Thank you, Ben.
focus. Yeah.
And Ben will be joining us for advanced onboarding streams in the next year. Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah, next year. Polkadot. He's up.
Catch me in the chat.
Yes, sir. All right. So yeah, I guess that's how you do it. Pretty simple. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question, Moonfly. Docs. Yeah, we had to dox him. Cool. Let's see if we have any other questions, guys. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I know a lot of you guys are busy for the new year. But yeah, hope everyone's having a great Friday. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve for most of us. Does the Ledger support Crow? If yes, how do you transfer to Ledger? Yeah, level. So Pro is supported. It depends. I could definitely show you. It just depends on what network you want it on, okay? And what I mean by that is, give me 1 second here. I can show you guys. How to do that. Yeah. Okay, so what I mean by that is there's going to be Pro, the native crypto.com coin, and then there's going to be Chronos, right? So you just want to make sure you're sending to the right network. Who was it that asked? Level 100. But yes, we do support Crow. We do support Crow. You just got to make sure that you know what network is coming on. But yeah, if it's like, let's just say if it's Chronos, you would just click here, continue, and you would get the address right here. It's going to take a second here. I do have to unlock my device. Once again, guys, you should always have your device unlocked when you're doing anything in Legend Live, right? You're going to run into, not an issue, but run into this message. Open the Ethereum app. The reason why we're opening the Ethereum app is Chronos is an EVM. Okay. So, should take a minute here. Add the Chronos account. It'll look like this. If I add a Crow account, it'll look something a little different. But it has the same ticker symbol. So that's why I just wanted to double check with you, level 100. So crypto.com or crypto.org has its own chain. So the address type is going to be a little different, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So I do have some Crow, as you guys can see, right? So I have some Crow, right? Both same ticker symbol, but different coins, okay, on different networks. So see here, Crow 6.44 Crow. Address type is going to be, I'll just show you guys what it's going to look like. It's going to look different, okay? I'll just click this for video's sake, but it's going to start with CRO, okay? Whereas this, the Chronos is going to start with 0x, okay? And I'll show you guys that right here, 0x, okay? So it's just important to understand that level 100. Okay. See what else we got. Let's see what else we got. No problem, my man. I like the NFT PFP that you got there. I like it. I like it. Yes, Ghost Cat. That's a great question. That is a very yeah. I don't know why we don't, but hopefully in the future we do, right? Um, so no wire needed. We support Bluetooth for mobile. I'm sure we can implement that for Ledger Live Desktop as well. See what else we have. What else we got? And it's yeah, I'll stay in here for a few more minutes. I see that most of you guys have been getting your questions answered, which is great. Just have fun. Crow ERC 20 under. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot to learn, Jay Ritter. But it just depends on who you are as a person in the crypto space, right? If you're someone that likes to interact with a lot of these different protocols and NFTs, and you're definitely going to want to do your due diligence, keep coming into these lives. We do have this is just a beginner. There's a intermediate one that I'll be doing in 2023 and a more advanced one, right? Where we're doing a bunch of stuff on chain staking, DeFi protocols, NFT staking. There's a tons of stuff. Understanding contract functions, there's a lot to it. But if you're just someone that bought some crypto, just wants to self custody, I think this stream's perfect for you, my man. So, yeah. Please help with Ledger Live. When I went to update, it said that my operating system version is outdated and so not opening. What do I do? What operating system do you have? Because there are some requirements. Let me pull it up to see if you have you meet the technical specifications. So I can just here. So Ledger Live system requirements, right? You're gonna need Windows 10, 64-bit or later, Mac OS v10.14. If you guys are having issues updating Ledger Live, all you want to do is go directly to ledger.com, apps and services, Ledger Live, download the app, and it'll automatically update your existing Ledger Live. Okay. Cool. See what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Yep, exactly, Mike. Exactly. Windows 7 is indeed a no-go. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, so in the past, Windows 7 was supported, but now with like a lot of the functionalities that we've implemented in Ledger Live, you'll have issues. Tricks to spread and encode my 24 words more. There's not really any trick. The best practice is just to keep it safe. There is a 25th word advanced passphrase option that you can add on top of your 24 words. So if you want to check that out, I can link you an article on how to do that. This is a more advanced feature, but there's really um, no trick to, securing your 24 words, right? If you keep it safe, there's no way anyone can take your assets. I can make sure you get this. Let me make sure you get this. Okay, so you can check that out. Okay. Awesome. I want to learn as much as possible to get ahead. Newly stable vet, find a new path. Thanks. I'll definitely be back. Yeah, Jay Radar, appreciate your service, man. Yeah, definitely come back and I'll answer any questions you may have, right? Obviously, if you're on social media, on Twitter, be careful for scams, impersonators. There's a lot of scams out there in this crypto space, right? Just keep in mind to never give these 24 words recovery phrase out. If you want help, just contact us. Ledger does not ask for your 24 words, right? So, um, make sure you understand that because you're new to the space. There's a lot of new people entering the space that have been scammed by impersonators, right? So I don't want you to be scammed for all the good stuff you did um, for us, right? I'm sure you're in the U.S. if you're tuning in at this time. If you're not, appreciate you anyways. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Does Ledger support HBAR? Yes, it does. Level 100. Yes, it does. You will have to use Hashpack though to make your account, and then you'll import it into Ledger Live. Okay, so I can just show you, right? Um, just show you. I already made my HBAR account, Hedera account, via Hashpack, and all I would do is I would go here, continue, and my accounts would sync up. There are articles on the Help Center that show you how to do that. And just show you what it'll look like. There is a more complicated blockchain, so um, you'll get this caution message, and I'll show you what it looks like. So as you guys can see, I'm exporting my public key. Approve public key. Awaiting command version. Yep. Unlock your device. Device already unlocked. Okay, so a little buggy here. I'll just exit. Plug this in. Replug this in to make sure it works. I want to show you how it looks. Level 100. Open Hedera app. Okay, so it's going to say waiting commands. So export public key. Approve. Okay. So take a minute here. For some reason, my device is being a little buggy. As you guys can see, it just say unlock your device. But basically, that's the process you would go through to add in your HBAR account. So you mean to say I can uninstall Ledger Live and reinstall it and it'll be fine? I'm not too if you're on the right operating system, Keeney, I'm not too sure why you're having issues, but yeah, just you don't need to uninstall it, just download directly through Ledger Live and you should be able to open or your Ledger Live will update. Try running as admin as well. All you'll do is right click Ledger Live and run as admin, see if that works. Format my computer. When I turn it back on and start MetaMask, I'll have to put 12 or 24 words, right? It's like recovering the accounts. Am I right? Yeah. So with MetaMask, all you would have to do, you would import your 12 words, right? Your 12 words. This is your hot wallet, right? This is your wallet online. But with Ledger, all you'll do is connect. There'll be an option that I showed earlier in the stream that says connect hardware wallet. That's the option you'll want to pick. And when you connect your Ledger to MetaMask, once again, you're not exposing your recovery phrase. All you're doing is exporting your public key. Same thing with Ledger Live. When you add your accounts, you're essentially exporting your public key. What the public key is your public wallet address, and it scans your account on the blockchain. And with the private key secured by the Ledger device, that's what signs the transaction. Okay, so or that's what allows you to sign the transaction, I must say. So yeah, guys, I'll give you guys about 9 more minutes, and I'll be out of here. Hope everyone has a happy new year, right? 2023 hopefully is a great year for you guys. Hope all goes well. Hope you guys have a happy Friday. I have these streams every Friday for now. For the beginner streams, we do the Q&A period at the end. We'll do an intermediate stream. I say that probably in the next 2 weeks, we'll have an intermediate stream to show you guys how to do more things within Ledger Live and in the crypto space itself. And then we'll also do advanced stream where we explain certain networks and certain blockchains and more advanced concepts. So we'll bring special guests on to the stream. Okay. So yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'll bounce out of here in the next 5 minutes. Mr. Vol, you didn't answer my question at the start. Please ask your question again, Mr. Vol. I apologize. I was doing the onboarding, so I may have not seen your question. Okay, so just ask your question again. See what else we got. What else we got? Do you raid out? I don't know I don't know what you mean by that. Ghost Cat, do you raid out? I don't know what you mean by that. See what else we have. It's quiet. It's very quiet. Let's see. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it if you guys do that, because my goal here is to help you guys understand how to navigate through the Ledger ecosystem as well as securing your assets, right? That's our main objective at Ledger, is to help protect you, right? Obviously, you play a part in that as well. Thank you. We'll try that and get back next Friday. Thanks again, and happy holidays and happy new year. Yes, you have a happy new year as well. So when I deposit USDT, I have 2. What do you mean by you have 2? You have 2 USDT tokens? Yeah, it's probably a scam token, right? Scam tokens are very prominent on different networks. Let me see if I can find one to show you what USDT. Let me see if I can find one. See if I can find one. But yeah, I can't find it. But basically, what a yeah, it's a scam token. Most of these scam tokens, all it does is it wants you to sign a transaction or sign a contract. Basically, what it does is it's a token approval, basically allowing the contract owner or the scammer to take all your USDT. So yeah, it's just a phishing attempt. Exactly, Ben. It's just because your address is public on the blockchain, so people just try to scam you that way, right? So, um, let's see. Um, Try to add Matic, and it wasn't as straightforward as other coins. I believe it wanted to make it and eat that. Please show how. Okay, so I'll just go back into here. So when you add Matic, all you would do is you would go here, Polygon, continue, and you will need the app downloaded, Moonfly. Um, you will need the ETH and Polygon app downloaded. Okay, so if you're at this step, it should just say open the Polygon app on your device. If you're using it on MetaMask, Polygon's an EVM, so the ETH app should work fine as well. But this is what it should look like. Moonfly, open Polygon app. So let me know if you see that, and all you'll do is on the device itself, you'll just open Polygon app. And you go back to Ledger Live, and all it's doing is scanning your accounts on the blockchain as well. Since I already have 2 accounts with funds loaded onto them, not into them, but I have 2 Polygon accounts with assets. I can add a 3rd account if needed, but it just gets disorganized. But yeah, that's how it should look, Moonfly. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but this is how the procedure should look. Okay, cool. Let's see what else we have. Ghost ratings when you throw everyone to another live stream is called. Oh, I see. Yes. Rating. Like you send all your viewers to a stream. Yes. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Will there be cases for the stacks? Yes, there is, Ghost Cat. Have you pre-ordered your stacks yet, Ghost Cat? You can actually get a stacks from secondary that contains the special case for the same price as if you were to pre-order, I believe. So yes, so I recommend you buy the NFT. I can show you real quick on how that looks. Let me change this. You can pre-order it on our website if you just want the process to be simple. But if you want to buy on secondary, you can do that as well. Yep, this one right here. Yep, and it's verified. You would just buy one of these redemption tokens. You buy one of these redemption tokens, what it's going to allow you to do is, I think in early March or whenever we're about ready to ship out the stacks, you would just get the token, you would burn the token, and then we would ship you the stacks for free, right? Not free, you bought the NFT, but essentially we would ship you the stacks with the magnetic case. So I recommend you check that out. If that process is a little more complicated, like you never used OpenSea before, feel free to just pre-order it, right? But yeah, I just wanted to help you out there and give you a bonus. Because if you pre-order it on our website, you won't get the magnetic case or the special case that comes with it. All right, guys. One more minute and I will bounce out of here. I hope everyone has a happy new year. These streams happen every Friday. We also have Twitter Spaces if you want to come on air and ask us questions. That's Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You're going to be joined by myself and the 2 mods in the chat. Special guest earlier, Ben, if you guys seen him, and then Brady, of course. So shout out to those guys. Last question I'm going to answer, Ben G. The stacks offer anything over above Nano X? Just received my Nano X and wondering whether should I have waited. Well, the stacks is going to give you clear sign. It's just going to give you more user-friendly aesthetics. In terms of security, they're both going to work the same, right? I've had the Nano S, Nano S Plus, Nano X. I would say the Nano X. If you use mobile, great device, right? Great device. But yeah, I'm sure Benji, that if you just wait into the new year when we release stacks, they'll probably be running a promotion, hopefully a sale for you, and you can copy stacks, and then you can make your Nano X your backup device and use your stacks as the everyday type of thing. But yeah, guys, that wraps it up. I hope everyone has a happy new year once again. It was a great stream, guys. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Like the video. Comment down below if you have any feedback for me, any type of streams you guys want me to do. And of course, stay safe out there. Never give out your recovery phrase to anyone, right? This sheet of paper that you generate your recovery phrase, do not give out to anyone, okay? Even myself. Ledger support will never ask for it. If you're on Twitter, be aware of scams out there. There are a lot of scams. But yeah, as long as you guys understand to never put this on your phone, never give it to anyone, the only place you should ever enter it is on the device itself. All right, guys, without further ado, that wraps it up. Hope everyone has a happy new year. All right, peace out, everybody. Oh, shit.